It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. Guys, it's always exciting to see that #1 ranking beside the team name. Coach has warned his team last week doesn't matter. They have got to be focused on this opponent who is very challenging. He said, I showed our guys clips of how tough they are and how on point we will have to be to keep that #1 by our name. Even though that's not the focus, execution and determination will be this week. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. They were all over it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He's past the marker.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Hits inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. Got him right there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Uh-oh, look out.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's past the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Might as well give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoffs.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Running inside, it's Jackson. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody. Off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. Flying down the left side. Touchdown! Buckeye! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Underwood. He's going to go for a big one. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Open spaces. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Say it. Out wide left, it's Smith. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Throw it, say it. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Flush to the left. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good, clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Motion from the back. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Got his man. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Here's Sayin to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Driven back.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now here's Sayed. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He wants to go deep. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
This defense has been a stone wall. Can they stuff them again on 3rd and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Marshall. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Wolverines peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back, it's Underwood. Left side is Marshall. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Again, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Say it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making the adjustment. Moving the pocket, it's Sayed. Rushes on. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it down the field. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Wildcats With a double-digit lead, you can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
Got the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Marshall. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Out wide left, it's Marsh. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Say it. Left side is Roberts. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, say it. Snags it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll send the back in motion. On the move. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do it.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's Sayin to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Shakes him in, and he might take off. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeye! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's past the 30. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Underwood. Under pressure. Oh, look out, the ball's free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Taken down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here on the 4th. Big Blue with the answer.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He's got it for the 2. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Julian with the play fake. Buying time to his right. Finds his target. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and the receiver's going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. See it. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Give to the back. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Say it. Makes the grab on the left. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Might as well run him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Cross. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, say it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've gotten the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Oh, Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Trying to establish the run. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.